today I want to show you that I've built 3 recurring revenue products for you to sell to customers as a recurring revenue based product. It's designed specifically for funnel businesses, but also you could comfortably use it if you're in other areas as well. What I want to do is go through and show you just how quick and easy it is to create recurring revenue products. Obviously, I've got previous videos on how recurring revenue adds a very different dynamic to your top line, how even project-based income makes it impossible to scale. The key with recurring revenue is there is a huge difference between scalable recurring revenue and just plain recurring revenue. If you're still doing the work, if you're still going out there and doing actually all the stuff, you're still only giving yourself 8 hours a day, maybe even if the business system was perfect, 8 hours a day to actually deliver the work to your customers. Whereas things like consultation and stuff, if it's a regular consultation gig, might be recurring revenue, it's almost impossible to scale it because once you get past a certain point, you're never going to be able to go further than that. I've got a Google Doc here that I'll put the link below to, and you can get access to that. It's essentially 3 recurring revenue products that we've created. I'm also going to show you how I would build them and where I would go to get people to deliver the work for us as opposed to us having to do it. I think these are perfectly affordable. We've got a $197 level, we've got a $497 level, and a $2,000 or a $1,500 level, all of which provide outstanding value to the customer. That's all we're really trying to do, is just really build massive levels of value for our customers, make sure that they can get everything they can from us. We're helping them in every way we can, and we're doing everything we can to help. This document here, like I said, I'll give you access to this. It's our 3 levels of recurring revenue products. We've got 3 options basically: option 1, option 2, and option 3. The first one here is a really basic and simple care plan product. This care plan, essentially, your funnels obviously are built on platforms, probably WordPress. If you use Beaver Funnels, which is our funnel building software, you're obviously building on WordPress. Maybe you've got your own theme and a few plugins, and it's on a hosting platform. We actually talk about this in my course on building marketing funnels with Beaver Builder and Active Campaign, but this is a really simple recurring revenue based product. Plugins have to be updated. WordPress as a framework updates. You've got to have decent hosting. Things have got to load quickly, because if you're loading in 2 or 3 plugins at a time, or 20 in some funnel cases, as well as making sure that people can access it wherever they are in the world, making sure that if they come through from Facebook, it's going to load nice and quickly for them, because otherwise they're going to drop off. There's a level of security as well. They're finding vulnerabilities all the time. It's not to put the fear into your customers, but understand that this is the world we live in. The easiest way to understand this product is to say to your customers, what would it cost you per day for your website to go down? It's as simple as that. Now, this is not an insurance product. It doesn't mean that we pay out or anything. You shouldn't at all sell recurring revenue products or maintenance and care products as insurance, because that's a Pandora's box that you don't want to open there. Whereas if you position it as a product that's going to keep them healthy, maintain their website, make sure that it's updated all the time. Here's the biggest thing: we can offer unlimited support and content tasks. So when a customer emails in and says, hey, I was just wondering if we could change this logo a little bit, or I was wondering if we could upload this content, or I was wondering if we could update this plugin or change this page or whatever it is, we can offer unlimited support and content tasks with this package, and it only costs us $79 per month. Now, we use a company called GoWP. Full disclosure, Brad, he's a friend of mine. We're in a couple of similar networking groups, but we do use GoWP. They have an agency and web professional product here that allows you to build a recurring revenue maintenance and care plan, daily backups, ongoing updates, dedicated team, white glove support, monitoring, support tasks, up to 30 minutes each. Arrangements can be made for larger tasks of up to 2 hours, depending on how it is. $79 means that if you were to sell it at $197 per month to your customer, it would only cost you $79 to deliver this to the customer. The reason we love this so much is because it completely removes the need for us to do the support and updates and backups and things like this. You can build out your own packages. I'll show you how we can build out other packages, but this is a really basic one, and frankly, all of your funnel projects should come with this as mandatory. It should be mandatory to serve this, and we won't take on any funnel projects at all unless they build out a care plan, because otherwise it just becomes too expensive for us to be able to run this. If you understand how much it costs your customer for their website to be down per day, that's much easier to put it in perspective for them to say $197 a month. Okay, not a problem. Even if it's only $100 a day, in sales. So if your website was down for 2 days, that would be $200 that you'd miss out on, and potentially more, because obviously one customer buys once, you want them bringing it back for the sake of $197 or $200 a month. Don't you just want to keep it going, updated, unlimited support tasks? If anything goes wrong, we can get it going again. Let's say one of your guys plays around with the site and it breaks, we've got the backups available. We'll also provide your hosting for you. To me, this is a no-brainer. This is something you should be putting all your customers on straight away. Option 2, here we go. $497 per month. First of all, they get everything from option 1 because that's only costing us $79. We can also provide SEO on their current site, on their website as it is. We can optimize that and just go through a page a day, hire someone to go through a page a day, and we can use something like People Per Hour or Speedlancer just to make sure that their things are optimized at the most basic level. Make sure that their tags on the web page, make sure that their blog posts have got the correct URLs and no spelling errors, because we've seen that quite a lot. Make sure that their categories, make sure their images have the correct alt tags. Just submitting the XML, the sitemap to Google, all the most basic level things. That's what we can be taking care of. We can also take care of social content across 3 platforms. They would just write up all their tweets and their Facebook posts. And some businesses want to do that. They want to have complete control, but the scheduling side, uploading it themselves to all the different pieces, even if they use something like Hootsuite, can still be a bit of a ball ache, frankly. We're going to take care of that for them. We're going to upload and schedule across 3 platforms. You could even provide a bit of insight there against what time would be really good. This time Facebook would be really good, and we'll post it to the group or whatever. This is something we've just started adding as a Facebook remarketing campaign management. We'll create maybe 1 or 2 Facebook remarketing campaigns. We'll take care of the pixel. We'll install the pixel on their site. First of all, we'll monitor how big that audience is, and we'll pick 2 or 3 platforms. Now, this doesn't include the traffic cost. This is just setting up that remarketing campaign and leaving it for a couple of audiences. Maybe you want to remarket people to one particular checkout page, and you want to remarket all website traffic to 2 or 3 other landing pages or squeeze pages. This to me is a really easy option for you to be able to start building into your customers. It doesn't include the traffic costs. Make sure that you work out traffic costs with a customer. You could even get, again, somebody else to take care of that for you. We typically use Speedlancer for a lot of our jobs in this respect. The reason we like using Speedlancer is because I can build out a process, which is a checklist essentially of things that we need done. We'll have an SEO version. It's a basic SEO research, SEO keyword research, a lot of these tasks and stuff that you can split out, of course, as well. Also, I am a huge fan of People Per Hour. The reason why, again, is because if I create the process and create the list, and we'll use something like Loom to record the process that I want them to go through on one site, I'll just say, I need you to do this once a week, $100 a week or whatever it is. If you think that we have an option here of spending $265 a month, and that will still leave us with $232 a month, we still make $232 of profit there. That $265 includes the $79 per month for GoWP for the previous option. We can split across that remaining $180 across someone to do social media content management and SEO, a remarketing campaign. Again, just to set, we would perhaps set it up, or do we just say, look, for $100 we need to add the pixel and build the audiences, and once a month just check in, see what the traffic costs are doing. And that's not going to be a huge amount of money. It's only going to take someone an hour or 2, but they would happily receive $60 a month just to have that income coming in. That's a really nice simple option here. Now we're getting into a slightly bigger one. It's $1,997. They get everything from option 1. They get everything from option 2, but we're also going to give them 1 new blog post with up to 1,000 words per week. So they're going to get 4 to 5 posts a month. This is where we absolutely would use Speedlancer. If you are creating regular content for your customers, here we go, 1,000 word blog post. I think there's even an option to get it. The subscription is 119. That's $500. Let's say it's $500 a month, right? That still leaves us with plenty of revenue to have someone create social content across 3 channels. We've often found with Speedlancer, they will create some social content to go with it, some Twitter content, some Facebook content, so we can have that go out. We might then want to outsource a little bit more, like have a couple of Instagram posts created, have some Facebook featured image, have some Twitter featured images. And again, talking to people like Speedlancer and People Per Hour, if you can record the process once audience yourself and then ask them, this is what we're looking for. We've got a budget of this much per month. Are you able to do that? Then also create a cold traffic management process. Just have Facebook cold traffic managed, just managed. That doesn't include the cost of traffic. They've already got the pixel. We might create 2 or 3 cold traffic campaigns to a couple of those blog posts, not every single month, but just making sure we're keeping an eye on costs, making sure we're keeping an eye on the conversion rates and the cost per acquisition or the cost per sale. You could absolutely pay someone $1,200 a month to take care of all of this, included inside that minus the 79 and minus the 265. We still have around $1,000 there to spend on someone to take care of one new blog post a week. We know that's going to cost us around $500 a month. But even if you said to a content writer, I want to give you $750 a month to write 4 posts a month, 1 post a week, that's plenty of money there. And it gives you with a really healthy profit margin. There's plenty of there for you to take away. Of course, you're going to be managing people through this process, so over time those margins might become thinner because you might actually outsource the management process, which is what we've done. I personally take an even smaller cut of this now because we have the majority of our money going to our outsource, some of the money going to our manager who manages our multiple outsourcers. This is how we build out this business here. This is how I would build out multiple recurring revenue products